Now introducing your Juan Diego Soaring Eagles. Ring number 19, Rudy Alvarez. Number 99, Anthony Manachi. Number 35, Gavin Ray. Number 18, Tail Buck. Number 2, Max Crowder. Number 17, Eamon Golan. Number 7, Jason Larson. Number 10, Paige McKinley. Number 4, Hayden Menendez. Number 16, Alex Lockman. Number 8, Daniel Nunez.
Every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's Meat Park is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Foodtown. Town supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Foodtown in Saline.
Now introducing your Juab Wasps.
Or follow Barrett's on
Number 24, Hayden Adams. Number 15, Landon Buchanan. Number 6, Grayson Coombs. Number 30, Stockton Garrett. Number 2, Tate Halverson. Number 25, Kai Hansen. Number 17, Garrett Hofer. Number 8, Porter Jackson. Number 21, Derek Jensen. Number 16, Jimmy Larson. Number 28, Keaton Mace. Number 12, Colin Madison. Number 13, Cooper Nelson. Number 22, Jaron Scurry. Number 10, Andrew Woodland. And Alex Jensen. Managers, Colton Nutt, Jackson Hansen, Gail England, Maddie Rosenbeck, and Savannah Raj. Our coaches tonight, Coach Jim Rosenbeck, Coach Justin White, Coach Chris Melick, Coach Travis McCallum, Coach Jordan Clark, Coach Kate Douglas, and Coach Preston Lunge.
I'd like to express thanks to our communities for supporting us as we look.
Now introducing your starting lineup for the Juan Diego Soaring Eagles. Wearing number 5, starting in right field.
Welcome back here to Gates for the Kearns High School. Let's go to the Juan Diego starters. Here's Corey Sorensen.
Starting for the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle, number 5 playing right field, Zach Carlson. Hitting second, number 9 playing left field, Matt Odell. Hitting third, number 34 and playing third base, Malik Harris. Playing shortstop, number 22, Caden Finger will hit in the 4th spot. Hitting in the 5th spot, number 21, Carlos Collada playing center field. The second baseman, number 6, Lane Livonius, will be hitting in the 6th spot. Number 24 and playing first base, Andrew Labana will be hitting 7th. Hitting 8th for the Soaring Eagle, number 25, and pitching this game, Castle Huggard. And DHing will be Maddox Liu, number 15. And number 28, Nick Richardson will be catching. Will be DH for.
Starters now for the Juab Wasps. Leading off the designated hitter, number 23, Connor Cowan. Hitting in the 2-hole, the shortstop, number 11, Austin Park. Batting third is the second baseman, number 9, Cooper Ford. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, number 26, Wyatt Payton. Batting fifth is the first baseman, number 3, Cale Smith. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 5, Peyton Park. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 27, Taylor Newton. Batting eighth is the pitcher today, number 19, Kenyon Mattinson. And then they got the batting order as the center fielder, number 7, Bryce Bowles. And being DH for starting in left field, number 1, Jimmy Rosenbeck for the Juab Wasps. And once again, the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle coached by Taylor Berg and the Juab Wasps coached by Josh Park. They're going to have the national anthem, so we'll take a break for that and then come back with the first pitch. That's coming up next here as we wrap up the Ross's Pizza and Pasta Buffet pregame show on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, powered by Centrica, KSL Sports, and Mattia Channel 3.
Of the national anthem.
For more than 40 years, Jones Engineering has been shaping the quality of life of
Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's two 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt-hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet and flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out. Shepherd's will do the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks from Shepherd's. With new hours from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, shop Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
You benefit from the big savings and teamwork when you deal with Jorgensen Chevrolet and Jorgensen Ford, also known as the Jorgensen Automotive Group. The Jorgensen Auto Group will save you money and hassle because the Jorgensen Auto Group will make sure you get a good deal with every car, truck, and SUV at both Jorgensen Ford in Richfield and Jorgensen Chevrolet in Ypro. If you're within the sound of my voice, rest assured that the Jorgensen Automotive Group makes car buying less stressful and cheaper than the big mega city dealers every day. Team up with the Jorgensen Automotive Group today.
Live high school sports action on.
Welcome back here to Gatesville at Kearns High School. Corey, as we look at this matchup, any keys that you see for these two teams coming into this state championship game?
Well, we know that for Juan Diego, you got to keep those bats hot, and the coach said it. You got to hit, and you got to score runs. And for Juab, just keep hot. I mean, they've got hitters 1 through 9. They've had them all throughout that lineup. They're just stayed hot. Just get out there and score some runs, and pitching's the key.
For the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle, they have won 7 all-time baseball state championships, their last coming last year. They're the defending state champions. It had been 11 years between titles for Juan Diego. For Juab, just 1 all-time baseball state title. That lone title game was in 1998, so 25 years ago. And now these two teams meet in the state championship here today. Coming to the plate for the Soaring Eagle, the top of the order. Zach Carlson, Matt Odell, and Malik Harris this inning. If we get to the fourth batter, the cleanup hitter is Caden Finger. Kenyon Mattinson on the mound for Juab. First pitch, called strike on the inside edge to Carlson for the 0-1 count.
Always a good sign for your pitcher when you can get that first pitch across, especially in a state championship game, and you're all excited.
0-1 pitch, swung on, fly ball into right. Coming in is Newton. Has to jump up and make the catch, and he does for out number 1.
Newton just almost overplayed that ball, but recovers and makes a jumping catch to record the first out of the game.
So an L9 for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Matt Odell to the plate now for the Soaring Eagle. Great camera work there from Joe Williams as Adam Coombs brings us that replay. Here's the first pitch now to Odell. Swung on, line drive, fly ball into shallow right field. That one is going to get down for a base hit. Is at 2 hops to Newton. And Odell rounds first into hold there with a 1-out single for the Soaring Eagle.
Now plate number 44, Malik Harris.
Yeah, the camera crew here, they've been amazing this weekend. Good to work with them. And they've got some great angles on some replays we've seen, and just a great job.
Brings Malik Harris to the plate now for the Soaring Eagle. He had a big game this morning. Struggled to the plate the first 3 games this weekend, but came up big this morning in that semifinal game over Carbon. First pitch from Mattinson. Misses low and away, ball 1.
Yeah, he's hot right now. He's coming in this game with 3 for 4 and 2 home runs in that last game.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and foul to the right side. Strike 1 and a 1-1 count.
Looks like Manson's trying to stay away from him on the outside part of the plate right now.
He'll stand back in on the right side, does Harris. Throw over to first by Mattinson, not in time. Diving back safely is Matt Odell. Kenyon Mattinson got the start on Thursday against Juab. He pitched 2+ innings, giving up 7 runs on 5 hits in that game. 1-1 pitch here to Harris. Big swing and a miss on his curveball for strike 2 and a 1-2 count.
Good curveball right there. Starting it on the middle part of the plate and getting it out of the zone, and a big swing right there by Harris. Big swing and a miss.
Mattinson threw 55 on that day, so just the required 1-day rest yesterday, so he has a full 110 today for Juab if they want to use him for that. 1-2 count here. Peyton sets up way outside. Pitch misses high and away for ball 2 and a 2-2 count.
Yeah, he was setting up in the left-handed hitter's batter's box.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the first. Mattinson checks the runner Odell at first base as he comes set. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and foul to the right side as Harris battles. So a 2-2 count.
Let's go, Maryland!
2-2 pitch. Curveball misses low and away for ball 3 and a full count. In fact, both starting pitchers started their games on Thursday. Castle Huggard went 2 2/3 against Summit Academy, giving up 1 run on 3 hits in that game. He was similar. He threw it 60 pitches exactly for just the 1-day required rest. Payoff pitch to Harris. Foul to the right side, out of play again as he battles.
Good at bat right here for Harris as he's seeing a lot of pitches.
Harris will stand back in on the right side. 3-2. Throw to first, not in time. They had him leaning, but diving back safely is Odell.
That throw over there to first base just a little bit high, but still pretty good pickoff move right there.
1 out, 1 on. Top of the first inning. Mattinson sets. Here's the payoff pitch. On the outside edge for a call, strike 3, and Harris will go down looking for the second out of the inning, a first strikeout of the game for Canyon Mattinson.
Great pitch right there by Mattinson. They'd been setting up. They just kept trying to pound that outside part of the plate, and he gets a called third strike right there.
So 2 outs in the inning. Caden Finger comes to play next for the Soaring Eagle. Odell, the 1-step lead. First pitch to Finger. On the edge for a called strike 1. Almost the same spot as that last pitch was to Harris.
Yeah, Mattinson, he's working it on that outside part of the plate. Doing a good job right now.
0-1 count. Odell takes the lead. The 0-1. Curveball. Misses low and away for ball 1 and a 1-1 count.
Thus far, everything has been away to every batter.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner takes off. Curveball lined up in the middle and playing right up the middle was Cooper Ford. He takes the ball out of the air for out number 3. An L4 for Finger for the third out of the inning as Juan Diego gets a runner on, but they do not score. No runs on 1 hit, no errors by the Wasps, and 1 runner left on base through 1/2 inning of play. It is Juan Diego 0, Juab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Team Hive got live, powered by Centricom.
Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora have a non-stop tractor workhorse, just what you need for a non-stop world. Power Start tractors from New Holland provide unprecedented power, comfort, and performance in a utility tractor so you can tackle ground, municipal, or farm tasks with ease. Choose from 6 models from 64 to 117 engine horsepower with an open-air ROPS platform or spacious vision view cab. Learn more about the Power Star family of tractors. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
Dr. Richard Yardley grew up on a cattle ranch and learned the values of hard work and simple truths, like fences don't repair themselves. The same is also true with our vision. Mountain View Vision Center, located in Richfield, has the solution for your optometry needs. From a youngster's first glasses, pre- and post-operative LASIK consultation, or treating cataracts, Mountain View Vision Center is a clear choice. Dr. Yardley trained at the Moran Eye Center and served as the president of Utah's Optometric Association. Mountain View Vision is a winning team, proud to sponsor our local high school athletes.
This is Mark.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application. Stop by any branch.
The people at Sunrise work hard to create solutions that work and relationships that last for the people of our communities. To become part of the Sunrise team or to learn more about our professional services, visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
This is Central Utah's sports leader, Jacob G.
To the bottom of the first inning we go here in this 3A state championship game between Juan Diego and Juab. No score, and for the Juab Wasps, they will bring the top of the order to the plate. Connor Cowan, Austin Park, and Cooper Ford. If we get to the 4th batter, the cleanup hitter is Wyatt Payton. On the mound, Castle Huggard for Juan Diego.
Like Coach Park said in his opening comments, Cowan's had a good state tournament, and he looks to get him on and move him around the bases.
So Cowan stands it on the right side. Huggard prefers to work from the stretch. First pitch to Cowan. This is high and tight, ball one. Defense playing straight up for Juan Diego. 1-0 pitch, curveball. That one drops in for a called strike one and a 1-1 count.
Good pitch right there to come back and even the count up. Oh, got timeout right there. You're going to make him push his batting gloves into his pocket.
1 ball, 1 strike. Huggard comes set again from the stretch. Pitch to Cowan, curveball. That one misses high and tight for ball 2 and a 2-1 count. The 2A state championship game between South Center and Kanab is being announced right now. They're just having the national anthem in that one. We'll give you updates on that throughout the course of this game. 2-1 pitch swung on, chopped foul to the left side for strike 2 and a 2-2 count.
Cowan looks really comfortable in the box right now. He's not nervous about the situation or this big game.
Yeah, 2 sophomores facing each other right here. 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Misses up for ball 3 and a full count. Grantsville leads North Sanpete in the 3A softball state championship 8-0. Huggard comes set. Here's the 3-2 payoff pitch now to Cowan. Swung on and fouled to the right side as Cowan battles. In the 2A softball state championship, Enterprise jumped on top of Duchesne 6-0.
Lots going on today.
Yep. Got a full count again as Huggard comes set. Cowan right on top of the plate as close as he can get in the box. The payoff pitch. Swung on high, fly ball into shallow right field. Coming in is Carlson. Livonius going out. Carlson calls for it, makes the play for out number 1. So an F9 for Cowan. Fly out to right field for the first out of the inning.
That's kind of one of those in-betweeners right there. And we've seen a couple big collisions this weekend. And luckily, everybody's been okay, but a good job by Carlson calling Lombard off on that and making that play.
So that'll bring Austin Park to the plate now for Juab. He stands in on the right side. First pitch from Huggard. This is high and tight, ball 1. Juab going with the all-white uniforms here in the state championship. Juan Diego wears the same gray ones they've seen the last couple of days. Here's the 1-0. Off-speed pitch, misses low and away for ball 2, and a hitter's count now for Park. Nobody on, 1 out. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hard hit ball, foul down the left field line into the berm. Take out a person.
That went right into the crowd. It's right there against that wall. Just found its way through that little fence. Hard hit.
Yeah, it was hit hard.
That was small.
2-1 count now to Park as he stands back in on the right side. Now he's going to call time.
Coach Park talked about how important it was to get Austin going in this state championship game, and that's a really good swing right there.
So a 2-1 count as he stands back in. Pitch from Huggard. Curveball drops off low and away, ball 3 and a 3-1. Hitters count again for Park. His dad, Coach Park, tells him it's got to be his pitch. And if it is, hit it hard. Again, Huggard sets. 3-1 delivery. That one's in there for a called strike 2. Low part of the zone on the outside part of the plate. Good spot from Huggard. Full count. Park didn't like how he was setting up. Was able to get time called. Counts full with 1 out, nobody on base here in the bottom of the first inning. The payoff pitch from Huggard to Park. Swung on. Another one hit hard, foul into the berm down the left field line as Park battles. Talked about the sophomore matchup to start the game. Sophomore matchup with the second batter as well.
Yeah, a lot of really good young players on these teams.
Huggard again sets. Again, the payoff pitch to Park. Swung on, ground ball to the right side. Moving over at second, back hanging it is Livonius. Throw to first is in time for the 4-3 ground out and the second out of the inning.
Good play there by Livonius, backhanding that, making an easy throw over there to first base.
That'll bring Cooper Ford to the plate. But through 2 batters, Castle Huggard has thrown 14 pitches. Cooper Ford will stand in on the right side. First pitch, curveball. In there for a called strike 1. This up is given a little bit of a low zone.
But that's okay. All we ask for is consistency, right? He's been very consistent.
Yes, he has. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Curveball swung on and foul to the right side. Out of play for strike 2 and an 0-2 count now to Ford.
Huggard's just out there on the mound like, hey, this is just another day. No big deal.
Yeah. Defense playing straight up on Cooper Ford, the 0-2 pitch. Misses way high for ball 1 and a 1-2 count. Wyatt Payton stands on deck. 2 outs and no one on here in the bottom of the first. There's the 1-2 to Ford. Curveball swung on and foul to the right side. Out of play again as Ford battles.
Juab pitcher seen a lot of pitches, getting that pitch count up a little bit.
That's 18 pitches so far.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2 to Ford. This is high for ball 2 and a 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Huggard comes set. The 2-2 to Ford. Swung on, high fly ball to deep left field. Going back is Odell at the track, turns and makes the play. Right where the fence starts to go back. He's able to make that catch on the track for out number 3 and F7 for Ford for the 3rd out of the inning as Huggard sits him down in order. 1, 2, 3 they go. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Through 1 inning of play, it is Juan Diego 0, Juab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, and Team Hive got live powered by Centricom.
Edge Tire Pros of Nephi is the smart choice for a new set of tires for your pickup, work vehicle, or passenger car. The technicians at Edge Tire Pros provide dependable and trustworthy service on oil changes, brake work, and suspension accessories like lift kits, bed liners, and custom rims. Choose from a wide variety of tires, including Cooper, BF Goodrich, and Michelin, with a nationwide warranty for free flat tire repair, free rotation, and free road hazard. Stop by the shop across the street from Parks Home Furnishings on Main Street in Nephi. Edge Tire Pros, living on the edge.
Central Valley Medical Center's orthopedic team is a proud supporter of Juab baseball. Dr. Joel Holman and Dr. Chris Karras provide knowledge and expertise in what your young athlete needs to be successful in recovering from any injury, from minor sports injuries to orthopedic surgery needs. Let the CVMC orthopedic team get you back on the field as soon as possible. Schedule today, 435-623-3200. That's 435-623-3200. Go Wasps!
You're listening to exciting high school sports action on JMGR.
Backyard gates filled at Kearns High School as we go to the 2nd inning. No score between Juan Diego and Juab in this 3A state championship game. Juan Diego will bring to the plate this inning the 5, 6, and 7 hitters. Carlos Colada, Wayne Livonius, and Andrew Lombana. If we get to the 4th batter, that will be Castle Huggard for the Soaring Eagle.
Just like we've seen with every other team, when Colada comes up, 3rd baseman comes in on the grass.
First pitch from Kenyon Mattinson. This is high and tight, ball 1. Mattinson works from the windup. 1-0 pitch. This is inside for ball 2 and a 2-0 count. Two-0 delivery from Mattinson. Swung on. High pop up into left field. Coming in is Rosenbeck. Calls for it. Works his way in. Keeps working his way in. And makes the play for out number 1. So an F7 for Colada. Fly out to left for the 1st out of the inning.
Sam had to move with that ball as the wind's pushing that towards center field and does a good job.
Lang Livonius comes to the plate now for Juan Diego. He stands in on the right side. First pitch, called strike one.
Good curveball right there from Mattinson.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike two. An 0-2 count.
Hard, high fastball right there, and Livonius just couldn't catch up to it.
One out, no one on. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Mattinson to Livonius. Off-speed pitch is fouled to the screen on the right side as Livonius got a piece to stay alive.
Mattinson right now, he's throwing everything at him with the kitchen sink. He's just showing him everything he has and keeping him off balance.
Livonius stands back into the 0-2 count. Next pitch from Mattinson. Swung on, popped to the left side, just over the infield, into left field for a one-out single for Juan Diego.
Yeah, Park was playing way in about even with the base right there, and he just loops that over Park's head at third base and gets his first hit of the game.
So that'll bring Andrew Lombana to the plate now for Juan Diego. He stands on the left side. Runner on first and one out. Lombana's been swinging it well for the Soaring Eagle. First pitch from Mattinson in the dirt. Blocked by Payton, and that held Livonius, who had looked like he was ready to take off on it, but retreated back to the bag.
Yeah, he definitely thought about it and got a good catcher, right? Both teams good defensive catchers, and Wyatt Payton has a good arm behind the plate, so he thought second.
So to first, that's going to hit off of the back of Livonius. Smith has to go chase it down the line, and Livonius will move up a bag on the errant throw. So an error moves the runner into scoring position. First runner today for either team that's reached second base. We're in the top of the second inning.
Not much Smith could do about that. That just hit Livonius right in the middle of the back and gets over to the wall.
There's the 1-0 now from Mattinson to Lombana. That one misses. Must have been low for ball two and a 2-0 hitter's count. Two-0 pitch. Misses outside for ball three and a 3-0 count now to Andrew Lombana. Mattinson will take the sign from Payton behind the plate. 3-0. This is low for ball four, and Lombana will draw the one-out walk. So 2 on now for the Soaring Eagle. With 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Austin Park at shortstop going to call time to go visit with Mattinson on the mound.
First walk of the game issued right there by either team.
That'll bring Castle Huggard to the plate. Chance to help out his own cause as the starting pitcher for Juan Diego. First pitch. This is away, ball one.
Last few pitches, Madison just having a hard time finding zone.
One-oh pitch. That one hits the bottom part of the zone for a called strike. One ball, one strike, 1 out. Mattinson checks the runners. 1-1 pitch, curveball. Misses outside for ball two. Mattinson taking his time on the working from the stretch as he checks the runners.
It's amazing how far Wyatt Payton is setting up on the outside. He's like 1 foot in the batter's box.
2-1 pitch. That one misses low and away for ball three and a 3-1 hitters count now for Huggard.
In fact, on that pitch, he was almost both feet, like even with the left-handed hitter's batter's box out there.
3-1 count here to Huggard as he stands on the right side. The pitch from Mattinson. That one's on the outside edge for a called strike, 2 and a full count. We talked about the Juab hitters working the count in the top half, at the bottom of the first. Juan Diego working the count here in the top of the second. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on high, pop up. It'll be in the infield, so an infield fly has been called. And Cale Smith, keeper forward, will go over and make the play for the second out of the inning. Cale Smith there to get that one. So a P3 for Huggard. Pop up to the first baseman for out number 2. 2 outs in the inning, 2 on, and Maddox Lehue coming to the plate for Juan Diego. He started on Thursday against Summit Academy in the batting order. I don't think we've seen him since then. First pitch misses inside for ball 1.
Yeah, I knew we'd seen him in a game. I couldn't remember when, but that's right. Started that first game and his second appearance in the state tournament here this weekend.
Mattinson sets from the stretch. 1-0 pitch. It's on the outside edge for a called strike, 1 and a 1-1 count. 2 on and 2 out here in this state title game. If Juab wins, they're the state champs. If Juan Diego wins, we get to play another. Here's the 1-1. Just misses outside for ball 2. Pretty good pitch from Mattinson.
Yeah, that's a good looking curveball right there. Just missed the outside corner.
Two balls and a strike. Pitch from Mattinson. Swung on to the foul tip. Back to the screen for strike 2 and a 2-2 count. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on here on the top of the second inning. No score. Runners take their lead. 2-2 pitch. Curveball misses high and tight for ball 3 and a full count to Lehue.
Matson just missed that outside the zone in the upper part of the zone.
Here's the payoff pitch. Thought about it, held off, and watched ball 4 go by high and tight to load the bases with the base on balls. Then the leadoff batter for Juan Diego coming to the plate.
Coming to the plate, you got Zach Carlson. He's been hot this weekend. He lined out to right field in his first at bat.
And it was hit hard.
It was, hit very hard.
First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Big swing there from Carlson. He was trying to clear the bases. So an 0-1 count. Bases loaded. Defense playing straight up. The 0-1 pitch misses high for ball 1. Juan Diego trying to strike first here.
Definitely threatening right here with bases loaded. Mattinson, he's missing high these last couple batters.
He's trying to work out of a bases loaded jam. The 1-1 misses high and away. Peyton throws down to first offline as Lehue dove back safely. Smith had to come into foul territory to keep that one from heading down to right field.
Good job by Smith. That's scary. I mean, that ball gets by, and that itself will score 2 for sure.
2-1 count with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Mattinson sets. 2-1 pitch. Swung on, fly ball into center field. Bowles coming in and makes the play for out number 3. So fly to center field for the third out of the inning as Juan Diego threatens, but they do not score. No runs on 1 hit to 1 error committed by Juab, and 3 runners left on base through 1.5 innings of play. It is Juan Diego 0, Juab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and TeamHive.live.
Eat fresh, refresh at your local Subway in Mona. Fresh bread baked daily with better and fresher ingredients. All new sandwiches and some improved favorites. Whether it's hot toasted subs, flatbread sandwiches, salads, or getting your morning started with a full menu of delicious breakfast items, Subway is ready. If you're planning a party or get-together, Subway has giant subs and party platters. You've got to refresh to be fresh at your local Subway in Mona.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
your connection for high school sports.
We're back here at Gatesville at Kearns High School as we go to the bottom of the second inning. No score in the 3A state championship between Juan Diego and Juab. And Juab will bring to the plate this inning the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Wyatt Payton, Cale Smith, and Peyton Park. If we get to the fourth batter of this inning, that will be Taylor Newton for the Wasps. Castle Huggard on the mound for Juan Diego.
Scary hitter right at the plate right now.
Wyatt Payton's been the hottest bat here at the state tournament.
Yeah, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, hard hit.
3 doubles.
3 doubles. I mean, he is roping everything he hits.
First pitch, breaking ball, caught the outside edge for a called strike 1. He's showing a lot of great patience at the plate. There's the 0-1 from Huggard. Another breaking ball swung on, chopped foul to the left side for strike 2 and an 0-2 count to Payton. Huggard sets ahead in the count 0-2. Next pitch, curveball swung on, chopped foul again by Payton.
You see the fielder shift right now. Right fielder is basically right in the power alley right now. Center fielder is going towards left, and left fielder is playing closer to the line. So they're definitely playing him to pull.
Here's the 0-2 again. That one misses upstairs with a fastball and a 1-2 count. Try to get him to chase the high fast one.
Yeah.
That one was too far up there to chase.
Even the infield right now, you got Harris. He is playing like 2 steps off the line on third base.
The 1-2. Another one misses upstairs for ball 2. You've got Finger at short that's playing it basically in the 5-6 hole. Second baseman Livonius, he's over toward the bag. Big shift on for the hard-hitting cleanup hitter for Juab. 2-2 count to Payton. Huggard takes a breath. Next pitch, swung on and foul to the right side, out of play as Payton battles to stay alive.
Payton not showing any nerves in there in the box.
He stands back in. Count remains 2-2. The pitch from Huggard. Misses high and tight for ball 3 and a full count. Payton loaded, was ready for it. Held off.
Is that 7 pitches in this at bat right there?
Yeah, 7 so far. This will be pitch 8. It's a full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4 in the dirt outside, and Wyatt Payton draws the leadoff base on balls for Juab, and they have their first base runner of the day.
Now, if I'm Juan Diego, I'm thinking that's okay.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't sting one right there. He's standing on first base, and I'd imagine that they might have even thought about putting him on. How hot he's hitting right now.
Keaton Mace will come on as the speed up runner for the catcher Wyatt Payton. So Mace stands on first with no outs, and Cale Smith coming to the plate. Smith stands in on the right side. First pitch from Huggard. Thought about it, held off, watches strike 1 go by on the outside edge for the 0-1 count. Mace with about a step lead is all at first base. 0-1 pitch. Nearly hits Smith as he ducks out of the way for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the second. No score between Juan Diego and Juab in this 3A state title game. Mace again gets off the bag.
Yeah, very short lead over there by Mace.
Gets a little bigger lead. Takes off on the pitch. 1-1 pitch. Catches the inside edge. Throw down to second is in time as they get Mace caught stealing. Richardson throws him out for the first out of the inning.
Great throw right there by Richardson. It was right on the bag. Good tag by Finger, and first out of the game. Guy caught stealing.
1-2 count to Smith. Here's the pitch from Huggard. Curveball stays up and in for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Richardson sets up behind the plate, 2-2 pitch. That one misses low and away for ball 3 and a full count.
Good job right there by Juan Diego. I mean, the momentum that Juab just had, now they've lost it, and they're trying to get that going again.
This is 4 of 5 batters that have gone to full counts against Huggard. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on, a fly ball into right center field. Coming in is Carlson, and he'll make the play for out number 2. So an F9 for Smith for the second out of the inning.
For a second, that looked like it might find its way between the fielders, but Carlson does a good job closing the gap there and making the play.
Well, and they've stayed shifted, so it was coming right at him. He just had to come straight in.
Yeah, if he's playing straight up, that's a base hit.
Peyton Park stands it on the right side. First pitch, curveball, swung on, fly ball on the right field line will go foul and out of play. Strike one.
Outfielders stay in that shift. Oh, now Carlson starts to move to his left.
2 outs, no one on here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-1 to Park. Swung on, ground ball back in the middle as Huggard tried to field it with his bare hand, couldn't do it. And knocked down at second base by Livonius, but safe at first with an infield single as Peyton Park for the first hit of the day for the Wasps.
Yeah, Huggard got a hand on that. I don't know if it hit his finger or the palm of his hand or whatever, but he
tried to slap it down.
Yeah, he did. He was falling backwards. And
so that brings Taylor Newton to the plate now for Juab. He stands it on the right side. First pitch, misses low and away for ball one.
Newton in this tournament's been just about as hot as anybody, too.
Yeah. He's been hitting hard.
Playing a great...
Both ways.
Yeah, both ways. He's been doing a great job in right field for the Wasps.
Not much of a lead at first for Park. 1-0 pitch. Swung on at a foul tip, and that one goes off his ankle as he hits the ground. Pops to his feet, but that one hurt. Strike one to Newton and a 1-1 count as he walks that one off.
He just
great camera work on that replay. You can see that one go right off his inside of his foot.
Tell you what, he didn't even cuss. I think I'd have cussed, and he did a good job holding his tongue there.
1-1 pitch. Park takes off, swinging and missing the curveball. Throw down to second is into center field. Park's on his feet, and he's headed to third. Finger runs it down. And so Park still second, moves to third on the air. It's a 1-2 count now to Newton. A chance to drive in the first run of the game.
Gutsy call right there from Coach Park. Getting Peyton Park moving on that and draws an errant throw. And now we've got the go-ahead run right there at first base. Could be the first run of the game. Or third base.
Newton wants time, doesn't get it. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses high and away for ball two. I don't think the ump saw Newton's high enough that his hand was so high in the air. I don't think the ump could even see his hand.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he had plenty of time to call for time right there.
Right. And once again, the ump does not have to give the player time, but most of the time they do.
2-2 count with 2 outs. Pitch from Huggard. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Newton will go down swinging for the third out of the inning. First strikeout of the game for Castle Huggard as Juab threatens, but they do not score. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error committed by Juan Diego, and 1 runner left on base through 2 innings. The 3A state championship, it's Juan Diego 0, Juab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and TeamHive.live.
Barrett's Food Town has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Food Town. Barrett's Food Town supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Food Town in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
This is Brenda Bartholomew, CEO of Gunnison Valley Hospital. This past year, we celebrated our 90th year. It was a great experience for us to reflect on our rich history. I'm grateful to work shoulder to shoulder with remarkable people. Every day, doctors, nurses, technicians, support staff, and administration come to serve, provide care, and support our organization. Their skill and dedication to patients and to each other continue to amaze me. I could not be prouder, and I'm humbled by the incredible staff. I would like to express thanks to our communities for supporting us as we look forward to the next 90 years.
Live play-by-play coverage of local high school sports.
Welcome back here to Gatesville at Kearns High School as we go to the top of the third inning. No score in this 3A state championship between Juan Diego and Juab. Juan Diego brings their 2, 3, and 4 batters to the plate this inning. Matt Odell, Malik Harris, and Caden Finger. If we get to the fourth batter, that will be Carlos Collada. Canyon Mattinson on the mound for Juab. First pitch, called strike 1 to Odell.
Odell comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 in this game with a single to right field.
Next pitch misses the dirt for ball 1 and a 1-1 count.
Peyton Park's playing just even with the bag right now at third base. Everybody else in normal depth.
1-1 pitch. This is low and away for ball 2 and a 2-1 count. Mattinson working from the windup, 2-1 delivery. This is low again for ball 3 and a 3-1 hitters count now for Odell. Mattinson back on the mound. Here's a 3-1. This is inside for ball 4, so leadoff walk issued to Odell as he reaches base for the second time.
Yeah, that's the third walk issued by Mattinson this game.
Malik Harris will stand in on the right side.
Malik's 0 for 1 in this game. He got caught looking on a strikeout.
First pitch, in the dirt outside. Good block by Peyton for ball 1. Got a final in the 3A softball state championship. Grantsville beats North Sanpete 10-0 in 5 innings. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, line drive into left field, and that's going to get down in front of Rosenbeck. They will hold Odell at second, so it's a single for Harris. 2 on and no outs for Juan Diego.
Harris, he's found his stride in these last couple games, and that's a good hard hit single out into left field.
That'll bring Caden Finger to the plate. Coach Park out of the dugout telling his infielder roll 2 here. Get 2. Mattinson from the stretch. First pitch to Finger. It's low and away, ball 1.
Finger in his first at bat hit a hard line drive right up the middle. But Ford was shading to the bag and just caught that. But had that and gotten through, that would have done some damage.
1-0 count, 2 on, no outs. Runners take off as Finger fouls it back to the screen for strike 1 and a 1-1 count. A 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 on, no out. Juab does have 2 pitchers warming up in the bullpen. Connor Cowan, one of them, and Jaron Sperry, the other. 1-1 pitch. That one's in there on the low part of the zone for a called strike 2 and a 1-2 count.
Good pitch right there on the low inside part of the plate.
One, 2 count. 2 on. Pitch from Mattinson. Curveball swung on. Fly ball into left center field. Tailing toward the center field. Diving catch by Bryce Bales in center for the Wasps. 1 out in the inning.
What a catch by Bowles. Going to his right in the left center field gap and makes a diving catch.
That ball was tailing toward him, which is strange on a ball hit to left field.
Yeah.
Left center.
But, man, what a play. We were talking that off the air, how good the outfielders have played in this tournament. And Bowles, he's played a great center field throughout this tournament.
So 1 out in the inning. Carlos Collada at the plate now for Juan Diego with 2 on. Mattinson sets. Turn and look the runner back at second.
Juan Diego was sending runners just one hitter ago, and they got a really good jump. Now he's going to keep an eye on him.
First pitch, Claudia squares to bunt, pulls it back and watches ball one go by high. They're keeping Park at third. Coach Park out of the dugout to talk to his infielders, telling them where they want him to be. So Peyton Park, though, covered third on that square around, so it'll be Mattinson's job on the third base side. 1-0 count with 1 out and 2 on. Mattinson hops off the mound as they look back the runner. One 0 count. Collado back in on the right side. Austin Park yelled at Mattinson to step off the mound, so he did. Coach is telling Austin to let him pitch. 1-0 count. Pitch from Mattinson as Collado squares to bunt, pulls it back and watches ball 2 go by outside for a 2-0 hitter's count. Lots of gamesmanship happening right now.
Yep, lots going on. You can tell right now that runs are going to be hard to come by in this game, and however you can manufacture them, you better do it.
2-0 pitch, swung on, high fly ball to left center. Going back is Bowles on a run and makes the play at the track. The runners did not tag as Bryce Bowles comes forward back-to-back. Huge plays in center field, and the Juab crowd giving a round of applause to their center fielder.
Oh, man, he earned that round of applause. I don't know how far he ran on that to run that ball down, but what a play. What a play.
So 2 outs in the inning. Coach Park out of the dugout. Bryce Bowles making plays in center for the Wasps.
I would have been just like the Soaring Eagle runners. I'd have been running on that. I thought that was over his head. That's exactly what I'd have done.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play by Bowles. Coach Park out visiting with Mattinson in his infield. After a walk and a single, back-to-back flyouts to center field. Appreciate the replay here. Bowles ran a long way to make that catch on the run.
Yeah, long way. What a play. Great camera work right there as well.
Coach Park back to the dugout. Runners will head back to their bases. You got Odell at second. Harris at first for Juan Diego. 2 outs. And coming to the plate, Lang Livonius.
Hard hit ball there by Collado too.
Yeah. Livonius in the right side as Mattinson sets. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Livonius flared one over the infield to left in his first at bat. There's the, nope, 0-1, the throw to second instead. Austin Park with a nice catch to keep that from going into center field.
Yeah, good job by Park. That definitely looked like he webbed that one. Maybe a snow cone on that one, but good job by Park.
Mattinson again sets. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and foul to the right side. Out of play for strike 2, so an 0-2 count to Livonius. 2 outs and 2 on here in the top of the third. No score between Juan Diego and Juab. Juan Diego, though, threatening here. For the second inning in a row, they've got a runner in scoring position. Mattinson again sets. Here's the 0-2 to Livonius. On the outside edge for a call. Strike 3. Here goes down looking for the third out of the inning. Second strikeout of the game for Kenyon Mattinson as he works out of a jam. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base through 2.5 innings of play. It is Juan Diego 0, Juab 0 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and TeamHive.live.
For more than 40 years, Jones & DeMille Engineering has been shaping the quality of life of those around us. They are committed to the communities in which they live and work and take pride in being able to protect and enhance them. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they strive to serve with a professional, personalized touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project, earning their reputation as the go-to resource for planning and infrastructure needs. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Harmon Tire in Nephi is proud to sponsor this broadcast of high school sports and wants to wish the Juab Wasps good luck. Harmon Tire, 895 North Main in Nephi, has been a family-owned business since 1973, providing Nephi and the surrounding areas with exceptional service for over 40 years. Harmon Tire specializes in tires, alignments, brakes, steering, suspension, wheel shocks, struts, and more. Stop by Harmon Tire on Main Street in Nephi or give them a call at 435-623-0720. That's Harmon Tire in Nephi. Go Wasps!
Your home, life, and auto insurance deserve a winning team. Farmers Insurance Dan Cranny Agency introduces the newest member of the team, Gabe Cranny. Yep, it's now a doubleheader. But who needs insurance? If you own a home, farm, ranch, business, or have a spouse, children, or livestock, you need insurance. Get peace of mind with a winning team to make sure home sweet home stays that way. Call Dan or Gabe Cranny at Farmers Insurance in Richfield, 435-896-5453, 896-5453. America can depend on farmers.
Your source for high school sports.
We're back here at Gatesville at Kearns High School as we go to the bottom of the third inning in this 3A state championship. No score between Juan Diego and Juab. Juab will bring the 8, 9, and 1 batters to the plate. Kenyon Mattinson, Bryce Bowles, and Connor Cowan. If we get to the fourth batter, that will be Austin Park for the Wasps. Castle Huggard on the mound for Juan Diego. First pitch to Mattinson. Third ball in the dirt for ball one. Mattinson thought about it, was able to hold off.
Mattinson, he's a big guy.
Yeah. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on. Fly ball to the right side and off the glove of the second baseman, Livonius. That kind of was a knuckleball off the end of the bat there, and Mattinson's on base.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there, if he just took his eye off right at the last minute or what, but
just hit his glove.
Yeah, just hit his glove and came off.
So Mattinson reaches on the E4, and they will bring Stockton Garrett, the speed up hitter, on for Juab.
See if Juab can take advantage of that error. You got a runner on base. Going to try to get him to scoring position.
Brings Bryce Bowles to the plate. He's a great bunter for Juab. Malik Harris playing way in at third base. First pitch to Bowles. Misses outside, ball one.
Yeah, Harris is playing that like a fast pitch softball player over there, just like waiting for a slap bunt. He's 3-4 steps inside the bag.
1-0 pitch. Curveball misses high for ball two, and a 2-0 hitters count to Bowles.
Tell you what, if you're talking about momentum, those last two plays that Bowles made out in center field, if that doesn't create some momentum for the Juab Wasps, I don't know what will.
Yeah. Garrett takes a short lead at first. 2-0 pitch to Bowles in the dirt. Got underneath the leg of Richardson, but he blocked it enough that it stayed right underneath him. Runner does not try to advance. 3-0 count. Count here as Huggard comes in with the pitch. That one's right down the middle for a called strike one. All automatic, 3-1 count.
Bowles, he has really seen the ball well this weekend, too. Good hitter at the plate.
Harris is now backed up at third base. Now working his way back in. 3-1 pitch. Swung on. High fly ball into shallow center field. Collada working his way in to his left. He'll make the catch. Route number one. So an F8 for Bowles. Flat to center field for the first out of the inning.
Now hitting number 23, Connor Cowan.
Just a routine fly ball out there to center field for Collada.
Brings the leadoff batter, Connor Cowan, to the plate now for Juab. Huggard sets. First pitch, swung on, chopped foul for strike one. Cowan's 0 for 1 in the game, flew out to right field to lead the game off for the Wasps. The 0-1 pitch, runner takes off. Pitch misses low and away. Throw to second is off the glove of Livonius, and sliding in safely is Garrett. Almost looked like Garrett stumbled halfway there or something.
Yeah, most of that throw, actually, if that's a little lower, he's probably out as well. But
Garrett able to get the stolen base. 1-1 count now to Cowan. One out, runner in scoring position. Huggard checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch to Cowan. This is, caught the inside edge for a called strike 2 and a 1-2 count.
I'm with you. I thought that might have been a little inside, but
just brushed him off the slate. Z is right on top of it.
Garrett out there dancing around to second base. There's not much of a hold. Finger playing behind him.
1-2 pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Richardson. 2-2 count now to Cowan. Richardson, something happened on that block. He went out in front of home plate and dropped to a knee on the grass. Coach Berg in the pregame show talking about the fact that Richardson's been behind the plate for 8 games in 7 days.
And he has done a great job. He's blocking it. He's grabbing his throat.
Came up and hit his neck. Yeah, came up underneath his hockey mask. But the replay shows the umpire's right in our vision there, so couldn't really see where it came up, but popped up and
going to get him some water.
Caught him in the throat.
You know, we always talk about back in the day, but way back in the day, you had those throat protectors that would hang down from the mask. Well, these hockey masks were supposed to replace that, but that's unfortunate. I came up and hit him in the neck. That hurts. You know, as we got a little minute here, at the start of the game, this is just such a great venue, great view, and they were playing the national anthem, just looking out there, and the flag was just whipping out there in the wind, and man, it just made me grateful to live in this country we do, and we're out here playing this game we love, and what a great day to be here in this wonderful nation that we live in.
2-2 count as Cowan stands back in on the right side. 2-2 pitch from Huggard. Swing and a miss, the ball in the dirt. Picked up by Richardson. Throw to first is in the dirt. On the ground and safe is Cowan. And moving up our bag is Stockton Garrett. 2 errors in the inning now for Juan Diego. And Juab has runners on the corners with 1 out.
That ball was just underthrown by Richardson, and Labana, he couldn't come up with it. He was actually looking at Garrett over there as he's trying to field that. And
then he tried to pick up his glove instead of his bare hand.
Yeah, it's always a no-no.
So runners at first and third. For Juab and Austin Park at the plate. First pitch. That misses inside for ball 1. Park hit 2 foul balls real hard in his previous at-bat before grounding out the second.
It's a good player right here, real good hitter for the Juab Wasps.
1-0 pitch. That one stays up for ball 2 and a 2-0 hitter's count. I imagine if it's there, he's going to be swinging hard.
I would think so.
Runners take their lead. Cowan at first, Garrett at third. 1 out in the inning. 2-0 pitch. Misses up. Cowan takes off. They fake the throw to second. And Cowan gets second base on the defensive end. Griffins. It's now a 3-0 count to Park.
So Park stands as a plate with a 3-0 count. 2 runners in scoring position. He will not be swinging on this. But if it is a strike, the next pitch will be a hitter's count for sure.
Huggard sets. Infield pulled in on the grass. 3-0 pitch. Misses high for ball 4 to load the bases. End of the second inning in the 2A state championship first game. South Severe leads Kanab 2-0. Coach Berg out of the dugout for Juan Diego. The bases loaded. And the part of the order for Juab that has just been lights out this weekend. Cooper Ford and Wyatt Payton.
Yeah, you do not envy anybody who has to face these next few batters because they have just been crushing the ball this weekend.
Coach Park pulls his runners and his hitters in. As Coach Berg visits with his pitcher and infield on the mound. Bottom of the third inning in this 3A state championship game. Juab has the bases loaded with 1 out. Cooper Ford coming to the plate.
You know, that stolen base that Garrett had, that's a big deal because had he not stolen that base, if he's on first base, there's 1 out for sure, and you only have 1 runner on right now. Can't advance with 1 or 2 out, or with 1 out. Or 0 or 1 out, you can't advance to first base on a errant throw to the pitcher or catcher.
Ford stands in on the right side as the runners take their lead. Huggard continues to work from the stretch. Takes a deep breath. First pitch to Ford. Swung on, deep fly ball to left. Moving over is Odell. That one's down for a hit. Odell cuts it off. One run will score. Make it two. Park will hold out third. It's a two-run double for Cooper Ford. And 2 outs. Strikes first. You knew Ford was going up there, ready to hit.
Yeah, and he ropes that one down the left field line for a stand-up double and does his job right there. Scores 2 runs, and now we got the first runs on the board of the game.
Brings Wyatt Payton to the plate now for Juab. They lead it 2-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. Huggard sets. And now he's going to step off the mound as Payton steps out of the box.
Halfway surprised they just don't put him on.
Yeah. Huggard, though, wants to visit with Richardson behind the plate, so Richardson heads out. Coach Park talks to his cleanup hitter. Coach Park's been so good at, I think, helping this team stay relaxed.
Yeah.
You heard in every pregame interview. We just want to have fun.
Yeah.
We're here to have fun.
You know, he's very relaxed himself, so that helps. If the coach is relaxed, it sure helps your players get relaxed. Oh,
now Coach Borg's out of the dugout.
They're gonna put him on.
Yeah, that's the smart move. I would agree.
I don't blame him.
So that loads the bases again for Juab. Speed up runner Keaton Mace will come out to run for Payton. 1 out, bases loaded again for the Wasps. With Kel Smith coming up, Wyatt Payton talking to him as he heads to the dugout.
Kel Smith flew out to right field in his first at bat. He can really do some damage here in his second.
Big gap in right center. First pitch, curveball, strike 1.
Ooh, he thought about it. He was clenching his teeth on that one to swing, but he held off that curveball.
They keep Collada in left center, move the center fielder, Carlson the right fielders, kind of almost straight up, not quite, but big gap in right center. Here's the 0-1. Now curveball misses in the dirt. Good block by Richardson for ball 1 and a 1-1 count. Coach Park telling him we want one lifted here. Get it in the outfield. See something up.
Absolutely, yeah. He gets the same hit he had last inning, and that scores another run.
Here's the 1-1 now from Huggard. Swung on and fouled straight down for strike 2 and a 1-2 count.
Coach Park letting him know he's okay.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded for Juab. They've plated 2 this inning, trying to add to it. Pitch from Huggard to Smith. Curveball misses way outside for ball 2 and a 2-2 count. Takes a sign from Richardson as he sets in the stretch. The 2-2. Another curveball. Misses away for ball 3 and a full count. Tough one to lay off.
Tough one to lay off right there.
Got that one close.
Yeah.
Counts full to Smith. Walks a run for Juab. 1 out in the inning. Bases loaded. Huggard comes set. Again, here's the payoff pitch now to Smith. Swung on, deep fly ball to left. Going back is Odell. He'll make the play. Park tags. He'll come in to score as Kel Smith able to drive in a run with the RBI. Fly out to left. 2 outs in the inning. 3-0 Juab.
Tell you what, Matt Odell, he's out there playing not too far off the warning track. That ball hit him chest high right there on the warning track. Hard hit ball by Smith.
So 3-0 Juab. Payton Park now stands on the right side for the Wasps. 2 on. 2 out. Park wanted time, didn't get it. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1. Coach Park giving him a new sign on the third baseline.
Peyton Park's 1 for 1 in this game. It's an infield hit.
It's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses away for ball 2, and a 2-0 hitters count now for Park. Two-0 count. Huggard sets. 2-0 pitch, curveball. Catches the edge for a called strike one. So 2-1. Two out and two on. Huggard checks forward at second. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Curveball. Drops in for a called strike two.
Good pitch there by Castle Huggard.
Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Huggard sets. Checks forward at second. The pitch to Park. Swung on, popped to the right side in foul territory. Lombana going back and to his left and makes the play for out number 3. So P3 for Park. Pop up to the first baseman for the third out of the inning. But Juab strikes first as they get 3 runs in the inning. They do so on just 1 hit in the inning. And 2 errors committed by Juan Diego in the process, and 2 runners left on base through 3 innings of play. Juab 3, Juan Diego 0 in the 3A state championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and TeamHive.live.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet and flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out. Shepherd's will do the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks from Shepherd's. With new hours from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, shop Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done. Life's hard. Don't make it harder. Shop the Jorgensen Automotive Group. The Jorgensen Auto Group bursts the bubble of the big city car deal. Jorgensen Ford Richfield, Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, dealing experiences that fit your lifestyle and budget. You can even shop from the seat of your britches at both Jorgensen dealerships. Sit down or pull over and click on JorgFord.com or JorgChef.com. Start your lifestyle story free of the after-deal remorse you often get in the big city. Enjoy the experience at the Jorgensen Automotive Group.
Live high school sports action on
To the top of the 4th inning we go with Juab leading Juan Diego 3-0 in this 3A state championship game, and Juan Diego will bring the 7, 8, 9 batters to the plate this inning. Andrew Lombana, Castle Huggard, and Maddox Leahy. If we get to the 4th batter, the leadoff hitter is Zach Carlson. Kenyon Mattinson on the mound for Juab. First pitch missed in the dirt. Next one, swing and a miss. Strike 1 and a 1-1 count.
Good pitch right there to come back and even up the count by Mattinson.
Mattinson working from the windup with nobody on base. 1-1 pitch. Just misses low for ball 2. Wyatt Payton tried to frame that and get the call.
Yeah, he did. Doing everything he can to help his pitcher.
Here's the 2-1. This is outside for ball 3 and a 3-1. Hitters count now to Lombana. Three balls, 1 strike. Next pitch is swung on. Pop to the left side, giving chase is Park and Rosenbeck. Rosenbeck coming in, calls him off, and makes the play. Peyton Park had to duck out of the way in the last second, and Jimmy Rosenbeck makes the catch in foul territory for out number 1, an F7 for Lombana.
Good job by Rosenbeck calling him off on that, and Park getting out of his way. Ooh, that was close to another collision.
So 1 out in the inning. Castle Hugger to the plate now for Juan Diego. He stands in on the right side. First pitch on the outside edge for a called strike one.
Good defense is a pitcher's best friend, right?
Yes, it is. 0-1 pitch. Swung on. Off the end of the bat. Lines one through the 5-6 hole into left field, so a one-out single for Huggard.
Good hit right there by Huggard, finding that hole and getting a runner on base for the Soaring Eagle.
They'll bring the speed-up runner in, Kel Buck. So that brings Maddox Lehue to the plate.
He walked in his first plate appearance.
1 on and 1 out. First pitch from Mattinson, swung on and fouled back to the screen, strike one. Takes a sign from Coach Berg down the third baseline and stands in on the right side. The 0-1. This is low and away for ball one, and a 1-1 count now to Maddox Lehue. Buck takes about a 2-step lead at first base. 1-1 pitch, he'll square him up, pull it back, throw down to second. It's going to get down the right field line, and that will allow the runner to move up a bag on the air. So a 2-1 count now to Lehue, and runner in scoring position on the second air of the game for Juab.
Good job by Newton to be there to back that up, to hold the runner to only one bag.
Yeah, Newton was there in a hurry. Mattinson sets. Here's the 2-1 pitch. He'll squirt a bunt again, pull it back, and watches strike two go by for a 2-2 count.
I'm not sure he got that pulled back. I don't know if he called a strike on actually the pitch, or no, it looked like he pulled it back late to me.
Should be 1-2 count. Next pitch from Mattinson. He's going to step off the mound and look back to the bag. Comes set again, 1-2 pitch. This is outside for ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mattinson again comes set. Turns and looks the better back at second again. Two. Misses upstairs for ball 3 and a full count now to Maddox Lehue for Juan Diego. Top of the 4th inning of the 3A state championship. Juab leading 3-0. Juan Diego with a runner on second and 1 out.
The last couple pitches, the Mattinson just missed a high.
Here's the payoff pitch. That one misses low for ball 4, so 2 on now for the Soaring Eagle with the top of the order coming to the plate. Coach Parks out of the dugout. They do have Connor Cowan out in the bullpen warming up. Do the Wasps. Coach Park out on the mound, visiting with his infield. Hasn't taken the ball from Mattinson. Juan Diego crowd and dugout trying to get pumped. At least there's a lot of yelling going on.
Here comes, that's going to do it for Mattinson.
Make the change as Connor Cowan coming in from the bullpen. Kenyon Mattinson leaves the game. Round of applause from the Juab crowd. So with the pitching change coming, we'll take the break. Top of the 4th inning, Juab leads Juan Diego 3-0 in the 3A state championship. Juan Diego, though, with 2 on, 1 out, and the top of the order coming to the plate on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3 and TeamHive.live.
Building dreams is how you you make your living. Demand the performance of New Holland construction equipment from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora. Choose from skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, loader backhoes, compact excavators, and more. Built-in visibility, stability, and comfort allow you to work with a higher level of confidence, speed, and efficiency. Learn more about the performance of New Holland construction equipment. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
Dr. Richard Yardley grew up on a cattle ranch and learned the values of hard work and simple truths, like fences don't repair themselves. The same is also true with our vision. Mountain View Vision Center, located in Richfield, has the solutions for your optometry needs. From a youngster's first glasses, pre- and post-operative LASIK consultation, or treating cataracts, Mountain View Vision Center is a clear choice. Dr. Yardley trained at the Moran Eye Center and served as the president of Utah's Optometric Association. Mountain View Vision is a winning team, proud to sponsor our local high school athletes.
This is Mark Huntsman, President and CEO of Sunrise Engineering. Thank you to our clients and employees at Sunrise for the opportunity to work together to accomplish many great things. When you think of an engineering company, roads and water systems may come first to your mind. At Sunrise, we're in the people business. The people of Sunrise work hard to create solutions that work and relationships that last for the people of our communities. To become part of the Sunrise team or to learn more about our professional services, visit us at sunrise-eng.com.
This is Central Utah's sports leader,
Welcome back here to Gatesfield at Kearns High School. Connor Cowan comes in to pitch now, and Stockton Garrett will enter the game for Kenyon Mattinson. So Garrett will bat in Mattinson's spot and become the DH, as Connor Cowan is now batting for himself as the pitcher for Juab. Juan Diego has 2 runners on base, with Castle Huggard Kel Buck at second base, running for Castle Huggard, and Maddox Leahy at first base. 1 out in the inning. Top of the order coming up for the Soaring Eagle. Nash Crowther, he's doing his best job in the dugout for Juan Diego, trying to get their team pumped up.
He's doing a really good job over there. He's loud.
Runners take their lead. Cowan, a left-handed pitcher now for Juab after seeing the right-handed throwing Kenyon Mattinson. Zach Carlson into the left side. First pitch from Cowan. It's on the outside edge, strike 1. Peyton sets up behind the plate. 0-1 pitch. On the outside edge, strike 2 and a low 2 count. Cowan is just throwing that right to the glove.
Yeah, he's not moving that at all. And, you know, in inners, I think about this, a lot of these catchers set up outside, and on that, you want that close third strike. But if you have to move that glove at all, if you're setting that far up outside, you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on, high fly ball into shallow right center field. Bowles coming in. He'll call for it and make the catch for out number 2. So an F8 for Carlson, fly out to center field for the second out of the inning. Brings Matt Odell to the plate. He's reached twice for the Soaring Eagle.
Yeah, he's reached on a single to right field and a walk.
First pitch from Cowan. Swung on, line drive into right. Coming in is Newton, diving in. Off his glove. It gets past him. That one's going to roll all the way to the wall. 2 runs will come in to score. Odell coming into third, and he'll come in standing up. And the Soaring Eagle are on the board. It's a 1-run ball game here in the 4th, 3-2 Juab.
Great hit right there by Odell, and Newton's coming in on that. He slides, and it's such a hard thing for the fielder. You're coming in hard. You've got to keep that in front of you to keep the runners from advancing more bases than, well, they're going to put him on, put Harris on right now.
They give Odell a hit on that one.
So that's a 2-run triple.
Maybe they're not going to put Harris on.
Oh, he's coming back.
So 3-2 your score. As Buck scored from second, Leahy scored from first on the play. Odell stands at third, Malik Harris at the plate. First pitch from Cowan, swung on, chopped foul to the left side, strike 1. Takes a sign from Peyton. 0-1 pitch. Check swing, one around, strike two, and an 0-2 count.
Good pitch on the outside part of the plate right there.
Here's the 0-2 from Cowan. Misses high and away for ball one. Good spot. Harris, disciplined, did not chase. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and foul to the right side, out of play as Harris battles to stay alive.
Harris just continues to see away, which is smart. He's a pull hitter and a power hitter.
The 1-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen on the off-speed pitch. Just got a piece of that one.
Good catch right there by Finger, playing that off the screen.
Count remains 1-2. Cowan sets. Swung on, high pop up to the right side. Coming in is Newton, going out are Smith. And foul down the right field line as Harris continues to battle. That wind really pushed that one.
Yeah, when Smith took off, he was going out into right field, and by the time they got to it, that thing was one hop the wall.
So count remains 1-2 to Harris with 2 outs. Runner on third here for Juan Diego. That's the tying run here in the top of the fourth inning. 3-2 your score. It's the 1-2 pitch from Cowan. Swung on and fouls it off his leg. Doesn't even flinch.
Didn't even flinch. Didn't grit his teeth, nothing.
Count remains 1-2. Cowan again sets. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses outside. Harris thought about it, but held off and watched ball two go by for a 2-2 count. 8 pitches in this at bat for Harris. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Harris will go down swinging for the third out of the inning as Cowan gets his first strikeout of the game. But Juan Diego is on the board. They get 2 runs in the inning. They do so on 2 hits. 1 error committed by Juab and 1 runner left on base through 3.5 of the 3A State Championship. Juab 3, Juan Diego 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and TeamHive.live.
Rocky Mountain Turf Farm prides themselves on being family-owned and operated for 45 years. They offer locally grown Kentucky bluegrass with multiple varieties available, WaterStar certified options included. Sod is cut and delivered daily with install options available from residential to commercial. They even guarantee their grass sod to be disease-free, weed-free, alive, and growing. For more info and to see different options available, visit RockyMTNTurf.com. That's RockyMTNTurf.com.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
You're listening to exciting high school sports action on.
Welcome back here to Gatesville at Kearns High School. As we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Juab leading Juan Diego 3-2 here in the 3A State Championship game, and the Wasps are at the 7, 8, 9 batters in the order. Taylor Newton, Kenyon Mattinson, and Bryce Bowles. If we get to the fourth batter, that will be Connor Cowan. Castle Hargard still on the mound for the Soaring Eagle. First pitch, sweeping curveball for ball one, low and away. Looks like on deck instead of Mattinson, it is Derek Jennings for the Wasps. 1-0 pitch, swung on, line drive into right center field, down for a base hit from Newton. As his bat stays hot, he rounds first, headed for second. Zach Carlson up with it from right field, and it's a leadoff stand-up double for Taylor Newton.
Man, he put the hurt on that ball right there and into that power alley. Just a line drive and a couple hops to the fence.
You know, I've never seen Taylor Newton hit like he has here at the state tournament. We've seen him a lot over the last couple of years, but this weekend he has just been smoking it.
He has gotten hot at the right time of the year for dang sure.
So Derek Jennings will bat now in the 8th spot for Juab. The chance to drive in a run. So they brought Stockton Garrett in for Mattinson and then decided they wanted Jennings. So Stockton Garrett, who's been a speed-up runner, can't do that anymore.
Now his day's done. Yeah.
So they must have decided they wanted Jennings in this spot.
They like the matchup better here.
Here's the first pitch from Huggard. Big swing and a miss, strike one.
Oh, good-looking left-handed swing right there.
Jennings stands back in on that left side as Huggard checks the runner. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, the ball in the dirt on that curve ball. 4 strike 2 and an 0-2 count now to Jennings.
Looks over at Coach Park, says, "It's okay, Coach, I got this."
So no balls, 2 strikes. Newton at second base for Juab. Takes his lead. The 0-2 from Huggard. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Jennings will go down swinging for the first out of the inning. 3rd strikeout of the game for Castle Huggard.
Now hitting number 7, Bryce Bowles.
Brings it Bryce Bowles to the plate now for the Wasps.
Another hot bat right here. Even on his outs, he's been hitting the ball hard.
1 out and 1 on. First pitch to Bowles. Curveball swung on, ground ball up the middle, filtered by Huggard. Newton took off on the play. Now they're going to get him in a rundown. Bowles is at first. They've got Newton between second and third. Now Bowles takes off for second base. They tag Newton out. Bowles slides into second safely. So Bowles will hit into the fielder's choice and does get to second. So it's just like a regular out. Coach Park talking to Newton about the decision to take off right there.
Yeah, I just needed to wait to make sure that Huggard committed to throw that ball to first base before he got committed to run to third. So just a little bit of a base running error, but a good base running there by Bowles to get to second base.
So that brings Connor Cowan to the plate now for Juab. First pitch from Huggard. Sweeping curveball, misses for ball 1. One 0 pitch, runner takes off, throw around to third is into left field. Bryce Bowles on his feet quickly and comes in to score 4-2 Juab.
Good stolen base right there. Ball gets through Harris out into left field, and next thing you know, we got another run across for Juab as Bowles comes in to score. It's always a scary thing throwing down to third base just for that reason right there. If everything doesn't work out perfectly, that ball really, if it gets 8-10 feet away, you can score on that.
Yes, you can. 2-0 pitch swung on, high pop up. Does it stay in play? Richardson circling back, calls for it, and unable to make the play off his glove. It drops. So a 2-1 count for Cowan.
Good effort right there by Richardson.
4-2 your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Juab leads Juan Diego in the 3A state championship. 2 outs, nobody on now after Bowles scored. Two-one pitch, swung on, popped up again. Richardson comes down the first base line. Lombana comes down as well, and he calls for it, and he drops the basket catch in foul territory. New life again for Connor Cowan. 2-2 count.
Tell you what, if he has 9 lives, he's used up 3 of them this game already. I mean, he has 2 right here at this bat, and And his first at bat, or his second at bat, he struck out, and then on an underthrow was able to reach base, and then he comes around to score. So, yeah, he's got a rabbit's foot in his pocket right now.
Huggard sets again. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses high for ball 3 and a full count.
Look for Juan Diego. This is a dangerous hitter right here. You don't want to give him that many chances to get a hit.
He's back in on the right side. 2 outs, no one on. Here's the payoff pitch. On the outside edge for a called strike 3, and Cowan will go down looking for the 3rd out of the inning. 4th strikeout of the game for Castle Huggard. But Juab gets one back as they score 1 run on 1 hit in the inning. 1 error committed by Juan Diego, and no runners left on base. Through 4 complete in the 3A state championship. It's Juab 4, Juan Diego 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and TeamHive.live.
Central Valley Medical Center's orthopedic team is a proud supporter of Juab baseball. Dr. Joel Holman and Dr. Chris Karish provide knowledge and expertise in what your young athlete needs to be successful in recovering from any injury. From minor sports injuries to orthopedic surgery needs, let the CVMC orthopedic team get you back on the field as soon as possible. Schedule today, 435-623-3200. That's 435-623-3200. Go Wasps!
Eat fresh, refresh at your local Subway in Mona. Fresh bread baked daily with better and fresher ingredients. All new sandwiches and some improved favorites. Whether it's hot toasted subs, flatbread sandwiches, salads, or getting your morning started with a full menu of delicious breakfast items, Subway is ready. If you're planning a party or get-together, Subway has giant subs and party platters. You've got to refresh to be fresh at your local Subway in Mona.
Barrett's Food Town has been your hometown grocer since 1935, earning your business every day with its fast, friendly, and convenient services. Barrett's meat department is second to none. You don't have to call someone out of the back room to get that special cut of meat you desire and deserve. You don't have to play card games or put up with troublesome gimmicks. You save money every time you shop Barrett's Food Town. Barrett's Food Town supports local schools and sporting events. Shop Barrett's Food Town in Salina or click on barrettsfoodtown.com or follow Barrett's on Facebook.
Your connection for high school sports.
We're back here at Gatesville at Kearns High School. To the top of the 5th inning we go at the 3A state championship game. Juab leading Juan Diego 4-2. And Juan Diego brings the 4, 5, and 6 batters to the plate this inning. Caden Fanger, Carlos Collada, and Lang Livonius. And Connor Cowan on the mound for Juab. Quick 1-1 count to Fanger as he watched ball 1 and watched strike 1 go by. Cowan working from the windup. 1-1 pitch. Misses low for ball 2 and a 2-1 count. Cowan from the windup. Swung on, high pop to the right side. Smith going into foul territory.
Got room.
And makes the play. P3 for Fanger. Pop up to the first baseman for the first out of the inning.
Now hitting number 21, Carlos Collada.
Collada coming to the plate. His last at bat, he smoked one out into left center field. But I'll tell you what a play by Bulls to record the out on Collada.
Yeah.
They're pulling him way in right now. Coach Park just came out and he pulled Bulls way in. And
first pitch missed for ball 1. Next one's on the outside edge for a called strike. Yeah, they're leaving.
Yeah, Rosenbeck, he's playing way deep. Oh, now he's backing him up now. He's like, Bulls looks at him, throws his hands like, what do you want me to do, Coach?
1-1 pitch, misses high for ball 2 and a 2-1 count. There's the 2-1 delivery from Cowan.
And you might have said this. We got a different third baseman right now.
Oh, yeah.
Garrett Hofer's out there at third. And
so I wonder if that's Peyton Parker.
It looks like he's in.
That's Newton and Wright.
Newton's
still.
and Wright still. Okay,
Peyton
yeah,
Parker
so Peyton's out.
So Rosenbeck came out of the game.
Okay.
Called strike 2 there to Collada, so a 3-2 full count. Here's the payoff pitch from Cowan. Swung on and fouled back out of play as Kawada battles. Count remains full. One out, no one on. The payoff pitch again. Swung on, fly ball into shallow center field. Coming in is Bowles on the run. Dives, and Bryce Bowles with another incredible catch in center field. Diving forward and makes the play for out number 2.
I will tell you what, he is locked in out there. What a play. Oh, man. He is a fun kid to watch play center field.
Carlos Kawada's like, what do I got to do to get on with this guy? 2 outs in the inning.
He just can't get on with that. He got his somewhere else.
Lang Livonia stands in, watches ball 1 go by high. Two outs, no one on. Next pitch misses away for ball 2 and a 2-0 count. 4-2, Juab leads here in the top of the 5th. 2-0 pitch. That one misses in the dirt for ball 3, so a 3-0 count to Livonius. Count one from the windup. Here's the 3-0. That one's in there for a called strike. 1-3-1 hitters count. Livonius is 1 for 2 with a loop single to left and a struck out looking. Here's the 3-1. On the inside edge for a called strike, 2 and a 3-2 full count. Livonius started to head to first base and has to come back to the plate.
Yeah, we see these players trying to sell the walks. They'll throw their bats and run down there. They're so confident, but oftentimes you don't want to show the official up. You want to let him make the call. And
here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Livonius goes down swinging for the 3rd out of the inning. 2nd strikeout of the game for Connor Cowan. And for the first time today, the Soaring Eagle go down in order. 1, 2, 3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on base. Through 4.5, it is Juab 4, Juan Diego 2 in the 3A state championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and Team Hive.live.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900. Or click on dpcurtis.com.
This is Brenda Bartholomew, CEO of Gunnison Valley Hospital. This past year, we celebrated our 90th year. It was a great experience for us to reflect on our rich history. I'm grateful to work shoulder to shoulder with remarkable people. Every day, doctors, nurses, technicians, support staff, and administration come to serve, provide care, and support our organization. Their skill and dedication to patients and to each other continue to amaze me. I could not be prouder, and I'm humbled by the incredible staff. I would like to express thanks to our communities for supporting us as we look forward to the next 90 years.
Live play-by-play coverage of local high school sports.
To the bottom of the 5th inning we go in the 3A state championship. Juab leads Juan Diego 4-2. And the Wasps will bring the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to the plate. Austin Park, Cooper Ford, and Wyatt Payton. If they get to the 4th batter, that will be Kel Smith. Castle Huggard still on the mound for the Soaring Eagle. Park stands in on the right side. First pitch from Huggard. Curveball swung on. High fly ball to left. Coming in is Odell, and he'll make the play as Park hit that one off the end of the bat. Maybe the handle.
Yeah, just hit off the wrong part of the bat and flies out to left field to Odell.
So that's 7 for out number 1. That'll bring Cooper Ford to the plate now for Juab.
Cooper Ford had a double into left field, the 2 RBIs in his last at bat.
I've got Huggard at 82 pitches now. First pitch to Ford. Swung on. Popped to the right side. That will get foul and out of play for strike 1 and an 0-1 count.
About the only thing that's hard to see down here where we are at our vantage point are those foul balls. Yeah. They get up out of our vantage or out of our view really quick.
There's the 0-1. Curveball swung on, ground ball to the left side. Gets past the diving Finger, who is playing all the way over in the 5-6 hole. So Cooper Ford comes through with a one-out single for Juab.
Yeah, they were playing Ford to pull right there, and he hits it more up the middle and gets on. He has a single to left center field.
Coach Berg out of the dugout with Wyatt Payton coming to the plate. Payton hasn't really had much of an opportunity to hit. Walked in the second inning, was intentionally walking in the third. Caden Finger still has pitches he can throw today for Juan Diego. So does Zach Carlson. I had Carlson finish, he threw 77, so he has 33 pitches he could come throw if they needed to. Finger it can be right around 30. Starting to get a little drizzle, looks like, here at Gatesville.
Yeah. Carlson, he threw really well this morning, and I can see
really
them bringing him back in.
And Finger came in relief for him and threw well. So.
Yeah.
But they're going to leave Huggard in. Huggard's at 84 pitches.
With first base occupied, they're going to have to pitch to Wyatt Payton right here.
He stands in on the right side. Huggard comes set. First pitch. Right down the middle, strike one.
Good pitch right there. Scary pitch for him to throw that right there. He just left that out over the plate. But Payton lets it go by.
Huggard comes set again. Turn and throw to first, not in time. Ford just barely off the bag, easily gets back.
Not much of a lead at all.
Here's the 0-1. Swung on, high fly ball to deep center. Going back is Kalana at the track, and that one's out of here. Straight away to 390. Two-run home run for Wyatt Payton, 6-2 Juab.
Oh, my heck, he's just crushing the ball. Two-run home run right there, dead center field, 390 feet. And two more runs on the board for the Juab Wasps.
His third home run of the weekend. That brings Kel Smith to the plate now for the Wasps. He watches ball one go by.
It's 12 RBIs in this tournament right now for Wyatt Payton.
That's in 3 games, by the way.
3 games. He's just killing the ball.
Next pitch misses upstairs for ball 2 and a 2-0 count.
Just listen to a few of the comments to the gentleman to the right of me. They're like, somebody's got to sign that guy. And they're like, why would you ever pitch to him?
2-0 hitters count for Smith. Curveball misses high and tight. Ball 3 and a 3-0 count. The way he's hitting it this weekend, I understand why they're asking that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that may be the last pitch he sees this game, regardless of who's on base.
3-0 pitch. Misses low and in for ball 4, and Smith will draw the one-out walk as he heads to first. Coach Berg's out of the dugout, so pitching change coming for Juan Diego with 1 on, 1 out. Juab leading 6-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning in this 3A state championship game. We'll take the pitching change break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, MTCC Channel 3, and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
For more at UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
A personalized touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project, earning their reputation as the go-to resource for planning and infrastructure needs. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Harmon Tire in Nephi is proud to sponsor this broadcast of high school sports and wants to wish the Juab Wasps good luck. Harmon Tire, 895 North Main in Nephi, has been a family-owned business since 1973, providing Nephi and the surrounding areas with exceptional service for over 40 years. Harmon Tire specializes in tires, alignments, brakes, steering, suspension, wheels, shocks, struts, and more. Stop by Harmon Tire on Main Street in Nephi or give them a call at 435-623-0720. That's Harmon Tire in Nephi. Go Wasps!
Your home, life, and auto insurance deserve a winning team. Farmers Insurance Dan Cranny Agency introduces the newest member of the team, Gabe Cranny. Yep, it's now a doubleheader. But who needs insurance? If you own a home, farm, ranch, business, or have a spouse, children, or livestock, you need insurance. Get peace of mind with a winning team to make sure Home Sweet Home stays that way. Call Dan or Gabe Cranny at Farmers Insurance in Richfield, 435-896-5453, 896-5453. America can depend on farmers.
Your source for high school sports.
As we come out of the pitching change break, we've got a pinch runner for Juab as Trayson Coombs has replaced Kel Smith on the bases. Then they have said that Smith will re-enter in the top half of the sixth inning. Peyton Park at the plate for Juab. On the mound for Juan Diego, Caden Finger. He and Castle Huggard. Well, Finger comes from shortstop. Livonius now moves from second to short, and Huggard moves from the mound to second base. First pitch to Peyton Park, foul to the right side, out of play, strike one.
I believe this is Finger's third appearance on the mound in this tournament, isn't it?
Yeah, he threw last night 10 pitches, which meant that he had 65 pitches he could throw today, and he threw some earlier this morning. I'll check those numbers here in a second. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball, caught the inside edge for a called strike, 2 to Peyton Park. So earlier in the game, Finger threw 30, so he has roughly 35 pitches. Curveball misses high and tight for ball one, then a 1-2 count. Now those are my unofficial numbers, so.
I was listening to the official bookkeeper over here, and I think that your numbers are on.
Coombs takes a lead at first. 1-2 pitch, swung on, chopped up the middle. Fielding in at second is Huggard. He'll step on the bag. Throw to first is not in time as Park able to avoid the double play. Hits into the fielder's choice to the second baseman.
Good play right there. It's just a slower ground ball, some high hops. Just didn't have time to turn the double play.
So that brings Taylor Newton to the plate now for Juab. Into the fifth inning of the 2A state championship. Kanab leads South Sevier 3-2. First pitch curveball to Newton. Throw down to second as Park took off, and he'll come in standing up with a stolen base. 1-0 count to Newton. Juab's really starting to put pressure on the pitcher and catcher for Juan Diego running the bases in this game.
Yeah, they are. And we haven't seen that against Juan Diego in the previous games.
Swing and a miss there for Newton. Strike one and a 1-1 count.
Newton comes to the plate. He's just as hot as anybody on this team right now. Almost as hot as.
And Finger was turned to look, and Park took extra steps as he turned to step off the mound. And nobody was covering the bag. 1-1 pitch to Newton. Curveball. Broke inside for a called strike two. Good spot from Finger.
Good pitch right there coming across to catch the inside corner of the plate.
Now they get Park in the run down between second and third, and the tag is in time as Park gets caught stealing for the third out of the inning. But Juab adds to their lead as they get 2 runs off a 2-run home run from Wyatt Payton. 2 hits in the inning. No errors committed by Juan Diego, and no runners left on base. Through 5 complete. Juab 6, Juan Diego 2 in the 3A state championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Manti Channel 3 and TeamHive.live.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is committed to supporting our local schools, communities, and the economies of central and south central Utah. Each year, IPSC's 2 950-megawatt generating units provide 3 million megawatt hours of energy for communities in Utah and Southern California. The Intermountain Power Project ranks among the best of coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. IPSC, honored to sponsor this sports broadcast.
It's never too early or too late to be thankful for new carpet and flooring. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring has a huge inventory and the service to back it up. Just come in and pick it out, and Shepherd's will do the rest. Shepherd's Carpet and Flooring will help you get rid of those old carpets and flooring and replace them with new, stain-resistant carpets or luxury vinyl planks from Shepherd's. With new hours from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, shop Shepherd's at 410 North Main in Richfield, and the deal's done.
Live high school sports action on.
Welcome back here to the 3A Baseball State Championship game. To the top of the sixth inning we go. Juab leading Juan Diego 6-2. And go to the plate this inning for the Soaring Eagles, 7, 8, 9 batters. Andrew Lombana, Castle Huggard, and Maddox Lehue. If we get to the fourth batter, Zach Carlson will bat this inning. Connor Cowan to the mound for Juab. Quick 2-0 hitters count to Lombana. Missed high on the first one. Breaking ball in the dirt for ball 2. Two-0 pitch. Swung on. Foul to the left side. Hofer at third base going down the line. And that one will get out of play for strike one and a 2-1 count.
That foul ball just broke up the wiffle ball game going on out there.
I can't see it down there.
It's hard.
Next pitch in there for a called strike 2 on the low outside part of the zone for a 2-2 count. Cowan from the windup, 2-2 to Lombana. Swung on, fly ball into center field, moving over is Bowles. And he will make the play for out number 1 and F8 for Lombana for the first out of the inning.
Too easy for Bowles. He didn't have to dive, he didn't have to jump, have to do anything there.
And that brings Castle Huggard to the plate now for the Soaring Eagle. Waiting for the previous batter to get off the field before they can have him pitch. First pitch from Cowan, swung on, line drive into left field, is going to get down for a base hit. Peyton Park able to cut it off to hold Huggard to just a single, but a one-out single for Castle Huggard, his second hit of the game.
Good hit right there by Huggard, and a good job by Park to get to that ball and hold him to a single.
Maddox Lehue at the plate now for the Soaring Eagle. Runner on first and 1 out. He stands it on the right side.
He's reached base both times on a walk.
First pitch, swing and a miss. They're actually going to say foul tip for strike 1, so a 0-1 count.
He did come around to score on his second plate appearance.
He stands on the right side. Cowan, left-handed pitcher for the Wasps, comes set from the stretch. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Strike 2. Oh, 2 count with a 1 out, 1 on. Top of the sixth inning, 6-2. Juab leads Juan Diego. Cowan sets again. Here's the 0-2. On the outside edge for a call, strike 3, and Lehue will go down looking for the second out of the inning, third strikeout of the game for Connor Cowan.
Good pitch right there, just paints the outside part of the plate.
That brings the leadoff batter, Zach Carlson, to the plate now for the Soaring Eagle. First pitch. Misses low, ball 1. Carlson's had a great tournament for Juan Diego. He's 0 for 3 in this game, but he's hit it hard.
Yeah, he's hit it well every time. Just hitting it to the wrong place. You can't hit to center field.
1-0 pitch. Swung on. That's going to be fouled back out of play for strike 1.
I have 7 fly ball outs going to center field for Juan Diego this game.
Wow. 1-1. Swung on, ground ball through the 3-4 hole on the right side. Huggard will move up, and they will hold him at second. So it's a 1-out single for Zach Carlson. 2 on and 2 out now for the Soaring Eagle.
Good hard hit line ground ball, getting it through the gap right there into right field.
Brings Matt Odell to the plate. Odell has reached base all 3 times.
Yeah, and he's hit the ball hard. That single was hit hard. Obviously, that triple hit really hard.
First pitch from Cowan. Misses outside for ball one. He singled in the first, walked in the third, and then had the two-run triple in the fourth.
It's interesting. In the previous games that we've watched Juan Diego, he's shown bunt a lot. This game, he has not shown bunt once.
Swing and a miss there for strike one and a 1-1 count.
And the way he's hitting right now, you don't want him to bunt it. You want him to get out in the outfield and see if you can't get a run across the plate.
Cowan again sets. Here's the 1-1. Ball misses low for ball two. One pitch, fouled back to the screen. Strike two to Odell and a 2-2 count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on here in the top of the 6th inning. Juab leading Juan Diego 6-2. Coach Berg down the third baseline talking to his base runners as they take their lead, and Odell stands back into the right side. The 2-2 from Cowan. Swinging a foul tip, just got a piece of it back to the screen as he stays alive. Again, here's the 2-2 from Cowan. Checks the runner. Misses outside for ball three and a full count to Odell. Really good at bat for Odell here. Counts full with 2 outs and 2 on. Cowan sets as he checks the runners. Here's the payoff pitch from Cowan to Odell. Swung on, fly ball into right center field, tailing toward Newton. Newton on the run. Oh, the diving catch! Taylor Newton diving into the gap in right center makes the play for the third out of the inning.
What a play.
The Juab outfield flashing the leather all day to take away a big hit from Juan Diego.
That gets the crowd on their feet up there. You can hear the Juab crowd just going crazy. What a play.
Soaring Eagle threatened, but they do not score. No runs on 2 hits. No errors by the Wasps. And 2 runners left on base. Through 5.5. Juab 6, Juan Diego 2 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. Manti Channel 3 and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Life's hard. Don't make it harder. Shop the Jorgensen Automotive Group. The Jorgensen Auto Group bursts the bubble of the big city car deal. Jorgensen Ford Richfield, Jorgensen Chevrolet Ephraim, dealing experiences that fit your lifestyle and budget. You can even shop from the seat of your britches at both Jorgensen dealerships. Sit down or pull over and click on JorgFord.com or GeorgeChef.com. Start your lifestyle story free of the after-deal remorse you often get in the big city. Enjoy the experience at the Jorgensen Automotive Group. Building dreams is how you make your living. Demand the performance of New Holland construction equipment from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora. Choose from skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, loader backhoes, compact excavators, and more. Built-in visibility, stability, and comfort allow you to work with a higher level of confidence, speed, and efficiency. Learn more about the performance of New Holland construction equipment. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
Dr. Richard Yardley grew up on a cattle ranch and learned the values of hard work and simple truths, like fences don't repair themselves. The same is also true with our vision. Mountain View Vision Center, located in Richfield, has the solution for your optometry needs. From a youngster's first glasses, pre- and post-operative LASIK consultation, or treating cataracts, Mountain View Vision Center is a clear choice. Dr. Yardley trained at the Moran Eye Center and served as the president of Utah's Optometric Association. Mountain View Vision is a winning team, proud to sponsor our local high school athletes.
This is Central Utah's sports leader,
We're back here at Gatesville at Kearns High School as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Juab leading Juan Diego 6-2, and the man that just made the diving catch now at the plate for the Wasps as they have the 7, 8, 9 batters coming to the plate this inning. Taylor Newton, Garrett Hofer, and Bryce Bowles. If we get to the 4th batter, that's Connor Cowan for Juab. Caden Fanger on the mound for Juan Diego. First pitch, caught the outside edge for a called strike one. Next one, curveball. Misses away. Ball one.
Tell you what, that play was incredible.
He says, Bryce Bowles, I see you.
Yeah,
I can do that too.
That's right.
Next pitch misses away for ball two and a 2-1 count.
Just another day at the park for the Juab Wasp outfield is what it looks like.
Next pitch swung on, fly ball in the right field. Going back is Carlson to his left. Gets to right field and off the wall! Unable to make the play. Newton round second, heading for third. Carlson up and throwing, and Newton comes in with a leadoff triple for the Wasps.
Great hit right there, and Carlson did a great job getting back to the fence, but just couldn't gather that play up.
Yeah, just ran into the fence right after the ball hit it.
That's so hard.
It is a tough play to make.
What a hit right there by Newton. Just robs what was probably going to be a triple and gets his own triple at the plate.
That brings Garrett Hofer to the plate now for Juab. First pitch, sweeping curveball misses for ball one. Hofer's first at bat of the game. 1-0. Swung on line run right back up the middle. Just missed Huggard. And Hofer with an RBI single. As Newton comes in to score 7-2 Wasps.
He says, you know what, I want to get in the action too, and just drives that right up the box into center field. Right past the pitcher.
Brings Bryce Bowles to the plate. The Juab crowd and dugout on their feet. Austin Park has been warming up in the bullpen. He's making his way back to the dugout. We'll expect to see him to come in and close it out. First pitch to Bowles. Swung on, chopped to the right side. Foul for strike one. Ball's back into the left side. Hofer takes big lead, drops down the button to the third baseline, and it will just kick foul. Had a little bit of spin on it, and goes foul for strike two to Bowles. He had two successful infield bunt singles yesterday.
That would have been three. He caught that thing on the end of the bat, and it just caused it the ball to spin and tail out, and just off the line there for a foul ball.
Stands back into the left side. Hofer takes the lead up first, 0-2 count. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Bowles goes down swinging as he chases the high one for the first out of the inning. And the first strikeout for Caden Finger. Brings the top of the order, Connor Cowan to the plate now for the Wasps. One out and one on. First pitch, swung on, ground ball to the left side. Charging it short is Livonia. Throw to second in time. Throw to first is not in time as Cowan will avoid the double play. But he hits for the 6-4 fielder's choice. 2 outs in the inning. Austin Park comes to the plate, looking for his first hit of the game. First pitch, swung on, fly ball into right center field. Carlson moving over, now coming in on it. And he will make the play for out number 3. So an F9 for Park. Fly out to right for the third out of the inning. But Juab adds to the lead. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors by Juan Diego. And 1 runner left on base. Through 6 complete in the 3A state championship. Juab 7, Juan Diego 2. On the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and TeamHive.live.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
We're in the people business. The people at Sunrise work hard to create solutions that work and relationships that last for the people of our communities. To become part of the Sunrise team or to learn more about our professional services, visit us at sunrise-anv.com.
Rocky Mountain Turf Farm prides themselves on being family-owned and operated for 45 years. They offer locally grown Kentucky bluegrass with multiple varieties available, WaterStar certified options included. Sod is cut and delivered daily with install options available from residential to commercial. They even guarantee their grass sod to be disease-free, weed-free, alive, and growing. For more info and to see different options available, visit RockyMTNTurf.com. That's RockyMTNTurf.com.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Central Valley Medical Center's orthopedic team is a proud supporter of Juab baseball. Dr. Joel Holman and Dr. Chris Carrish provide knowledge and expertise in what your young athlete needs to be successful in recovering from any injury, from minor sports injuries to orthopedic surgery needs. Let the CVMC orthopedic team get you back on the field as soon as possible. Schedule today, 435-63-3200. That's 435-63-3200. Go Wasps!
You're listening to exciting high school sports action on
Welcome back here to Gatesville at Kearns High School. New pitcher for the Juab Wasps as we go to the top of the 7th and final inning of the 3A state championship. They bring in Austin Park. Does Juab, and he's got the meat of the order for Juan Diego. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Malik Harris, Caden Finger, and Carlos Colada. If we get to the 4th batter, that will be Ling Livonius. Park will work from the windup.
Harris is 0 for 2 in this game.
First pitch swinging, high fly ball into right center field. Moving over is Newton, settles underneath it, and makes the play for that number 1. An F9 for Malik Harris for the first out of the inning.
Excuse me, I need to correct that. Harris was 1 for 3 coming into that bat. He's now 1 for 4.
So that will now bring Caden Finger to the plate. Park shakes off the sign, takes the next one from Peyton. First pitch. In there for a called strike one and an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch, curveball, swung on and foul to the right side. Smith giving chase and will run out of room as it gets out of play for strike 2. 0-2 count to Finger. Park from the windup, head in the count 0-2. Here's the pitch to Finger.
Oh, man.
Hit him. Finger got his hand up to help block it, but it hits him in the helmet. As Park goes 85 up and in.
Gives the umpire a thumbs up, lets him know he's okay, and going to make his way down to first base. Ooh, that's scary.
Yeah. So hit by a pitch, puts Finger on base. That'll bring Carlos Colada to the plate now for the Soaring Eagle.
Now the plate for 21, Carlos Colada.
They're going to bring in a speed-up runner for Finger. Finger doesn't want to come out of the game, but does anyways. As Kel Buck out of the dugout to run.
Running number 18, Kel Buck.
Carlos Colada, he's had a couple hard hit balls. He just hit him to the wrong place, and right now he is 0 for 3 in this game.
First pitch from Park. Fastball upstairs for ball 1. One 0 pitch. Up down the middle. Strike 1 to the 1-1 count. Park taking a little off his fastball there. Back-to-back 80-mile-an-hour pitches. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Pitch from Park. That one misses low and away for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
Got Bulls just playing a shade towards left field. That's where Colada's hit the ball a couple times this inning.
2-1 pitch. Misses low and away for ball 3, and a 3-1 hitters count now to Colada with 1 out and 1 on.
A couple times this game, not this inning, sorry.
Park steps off the mound to reset.
No lead over there on first base. I mean, barely even a step.
3-1 pitch. Fastball misses up. 4-4, and Collada will draw the walk. So 2 on now for Juan Diego with 1 out. Lang Livonius coming to the plate.
Playing the 6, Lang Livonius.
Livonius is 1 for 3 in this game. Had a single to left field.
He stands it on the right side. First pitch, misses upstairs, ball 1. Park struggling a little bit to find the zone after that hit by pitch. He's thrown 3 straight strikes before hitting the finger. 1-0. That one's in there for a called strike. 1 and a 1-1 count.
There he found it, brought that back down into the zone for even up the count.
There's the 1-1. Swung on and fouled to the right side out of play for strike 2 and a 1-2 count. 7-2, Juab leads here in the top of the 7th inning of the 3A state championship game. Park sets. The 1-2. Curveball just misses low. Ball 2.
The Juab crowd wanted that.
Two balls, 2 strikes now to Livonius. 2-2 pitch, misses low and away for ball 3. So counts full. With 1 out, 2 on. Here's the payoff pitch from Park. Misses upstairs for ball 4 to load the bases. Coach Park out of the dugout.
You go out there and try to settle his pitcher down. Imagine he's going to say, listen, we have the lead. The pressure isn't on us. The pressure is on Juan Diego right now. And he said, I'd be telling him, good heck, your defense is amazing. Let him put the ball in play and they'll help you.
Kanab's in a similar situation as Juab is in the top of the 6th inning at BYU. Kanab, the unbeaten team in the 2A state championship, leads South Sevier 8-2. South Sevier has only lost 1 game to a 2A school this year. That was yesterday to Kanab.
That's right.
Kanab's looking to make it 2 in a row. Infield is headed back to their positions. Coach Park will leave the mound. Bases loaded for Juan Diego. Andrew Lombana at the plate. First pitch from Park. Strike 1.
Yeah, he found his own. He's pitching to a dangerous hitter right here in Lombada. He's had a really good state tournament.
Yes, he has. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball. Strike 2. Productive meeting on the mound.
Yeah, whatever Coach Park said, it worked.
Here's the 0-2 from Park. Swung on, line drive into center field, down for a base hit. Picked up by Bulls. 2 runs will come in to score on the 2-run single by Lombana. And it's now 7-4, and that brings the tying run to the plate for Juan Diego. Beck scores from 3rd, Collada from 2nd. Livonius goes 1st to 3rd on the play, and that brings Castle Huggard to the plate. Runners in the corners, Wyatt Payton out in front of the home plate to give the defensive call for Juab. Castle Huggard stands in on the right side. First pitch from Park. Called strike 1.
It's a resilient Juan Diego team. They do not want to go away, and they're putting together a rally here in the 7th inning.
Huggard has 2 hits in the game, 2 for 3 at the plate. 0-1 pitch, chases the high one, strike 2 and an 0-2 count. Tried to hold off and couldn't.
Well, just looked too good.
He stands back in on the right side. The 0-2. On the outside, it's for a call. Strike 3, and Huggard will go down looking for the second out of the inning. First strike out of the game for Austin Park. And Huggard arguing the ball strike call. First base coach having to come and tell him to get in the dugout as the umpire went with him a little ways toward it.
Yeah, wasn't happy with that call. Had something to say, and good job by the coach to come down there and try to get his player in the dugout.
So that'll bring Maddox Lehue to the plate now for the Soaring Eagle. Juan Diego down to the final out. Juab 1 out away from their first baseball state championship in 25 years. Park from the stretch. First pitch. Strike 1.
He's heating up right now. I think he's getting a little more pop on that fastball, and he's found his spots.
Guinea comes set from the stretch. Pitch to Lehue. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 as he chases the high one. Juan Diego down to their final strike. Not sure what we've stopped. They're trying to get the people out of the entrance to the dugout. 0-2 count. 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Lehue stands it on the right side. Park comes set. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the Juab Wasps are the 2023 3A baseball state champions as the dugout storms the field.
Third time proved to be the charm right there for the Juab Wasps as they come in 3 years in a row as the number 1 seed in 3A baseball.
In 2023, they get the job done. 7-4 final as they knock off the defending state champs in the first game of the state championship to go undefeated on the weekend. And win just the second baseball state title in school history and the first since 1998.
Great game by the Juab Wasps. Great game. And great game also by Juan Diego to come back and make that a 2-run game in the 7th inning.
As the Wasps celebrate on the mound, Juan Diego surrounds Coach Taylor Berg as he visits with him. Certainly nothing to hang their head about after they put together a heck of a weekend to get back through the one-loss bracket into the championship game.
Absolutely not. Juan Diego, they came to play this weekend and play they did. Just ran into a buzzsaw with this Juab Wasps team that, I mean, offensively they were tough, defensively they were tough. Their pitchers came to pitch, and well-coached team, and congratulations to each of these teams for making it to the state championship game.
We'll go ahead and give each other 5 before the trophy presentations. Heck of a 3A state tournament we got to watch here. And Juab comes out on top. Looking at the high five line as they go through Alex Jackson, of course, quarterback for the Juab football team. He's in street clothes there. He's got the surgery that he had to have that made it so he couldn't play this year. Would have been another piece that they would have been able to utilize, but he's in that handshake line, giving 5 with his teammates. Again, first state championship in baseball in 25 years for Juab, second all time.
That makes them in the boys' sports this year. They took state in wrestling, come back and take state in baseball. So 2 state championship for the boys' programs at Juab High School this year.
They'll bring in the trophies out. Brennan Jackson will And the UHSAA will give the Soaring Eagle their runner-up trophy. And now we'll present Juab with the state championship trophy here at Gatesfield to the roar of the Juab crowd. The young players down in the field throwing their hats, the young Juab fans.
Yeah, they're excited, as they should be.
As the seniors go get the trophy for the Wasps. Juab coaches look on as their players celebrate. 7-4 again is your final. The Wasps get the victory for the 3A state title.
They'll meet together there for a minute as a team. Coach will go with them, and pretty soon we'll see the parents come out on the field and congratulate this well-deserving team for their state championship victory.
You know, this is we talked about it multiple times this weekend. No doubt in our minds who the tournament MVP would be in Wyatt Payton. But so many big plays and big moments for pretty much everybody in that lineup. The guys that came in off the bench and had moments to make big plays. The dugout did their job cheering them on throughout each game and making sure they kept the energy up.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what, this was a heck of a fun game to watch, and what the defense did behind the Juab pitching today was unreal. I mean, we saw some of the greatest plays we may ever see in our lifetime today by these kids in the outfield, and they did everything they could to ensure that Juab Wasps become the 2023 baseball state champions in 3A.
We'll take a break here in the post-game show and come back and give you the final stats, and we'll try to see if we can get Coach Park on the air as well, and we'll wrap things up next here from Gatesfield at Kearns High School as Juab gets the win 7-4 over the Juan Diego Soaring Eagle on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, Manti Channel 3, and Team Hive.Live, powered by Centricom.